Hi, Russell Davies here. The other morning I was on one of my runs and I was just minding my business, enjoying my run, enjoying the view, the weather, and following the training program that I was following, keeping to my pace and just enjoying the fresh air and the exercise. And as I came around a corner, I saw further ahead of me was someone else out for a run. And it's quite unusual for me to see people on my route. I live in the countryside and go quite early in the morning. And so it's unusual to see someone else out running at the same time on the same route. But it's interesting in my reaction to seeing that person ahead of me. I didn't know who they were, and I could see what pace they were running, and there's a similar pace to me. My immediate reaction was, oh, I need to overtake them. I need to go quicker than them. If I'm behind them, it looks like I'm not as good as them, which is just completely irrational in so many ways because it doesn't matter whether I'm better than them or not. I enjoy my run. I was following my training program, and I know the course I was on, my training program, the pace I was doing is the right program for me, the right pace for me, and it's serving me. So changing my pace or speeding up just because the thought was telling me that I should be in front of them because it looks like I'm not as good as them, it looks like I'm slower than them if I'm behind. It's just a hang up from a kid. As a kid, I used to worry about how good I was, what about what teachers thought of me, and constantly comparing myself to standards, whether it's grades in school or whatever it may be, comparing where I am, making sure I was good enough. Am I good enough? Do I look to be good enough? Do people see me as being good enough? And we do that, and we have this habit of comparing ourselves to other people. We live in a culture of comparison being a good thing. There's so many different insurance, comparison websites, and all sorts of things which can actually be very useful tools and can save you some money. But comparison is a measure for our well-being. Comparison to get a gauge of how well we're doing in life, or whether how good we are, or how okay we are, just does nothing but pollute our experience. And it's highly toxic. We start comparing our insides with other people's outsides. So comparison does not serve anything. Comparison of who you think you are compared to other people or any kind of external measure is not going to serve you. You're okay just as you are. We all come into the world as a diamond, perfect, pure, unique. It's so interesting how my runs is just a metaphor for life. When I get caught into my thinking, how it just throws me into a tailspin. It stops me being aligned to who I am in that moment. And I like the term coming to your senses. When I come to my senses when I'm out for my run, when I come back to me in that moment, feeling my breath, feeling my body. I do it at other times as well. When I know to get caught up into my thinking, I think, okay, come back to my senses, come back to now, come back to clarity, come back to this moment. So just be aware if you have a habit of comparison, if you put those lenses of comparing you to other people, comparing your life to other people's, it's a very easy trap to fall into, but it doesn't serve us. You're perfect just as you are in this moment.